I always call our company graduate school meets a book club.
Even though Rod Serling was the narrative head of what we saw, he was like the interface, the narrative interface for the show. There were a number of great writers at that time.
All we do is study Twilight Zone, but at a deep, deep, deep level.
Rod Serling really felt strongly as a humanist about the world. Then we're able to have moral fables, but moral fables that are really funny.
These were masterful short story fabulists that could tell these great stories in 20 to 30-minute bites.
The scariest thing about improvising Twilight Zone is the narration, because Rod Serling, a big part of the Twilight Zone is Rod Serling coming out and narrating. And we really have been drilling that, and you have to really dig in and be like, a man in a room, 35 years old.
There's going to be tons of failure involved. There's clear and present danger when we're on stage because it could fall apart in any minute. And with Twilight Zone, there's got to be some sort of summation, some sort of reason for that story to have existed. So I think we're really walking the razor's edge and being narrative daredevils.
To us, it's like, when Michelangelo does his sculpting, they always talk about he would just let the rock become and not get in the way. And I think that really applies to what we do. It's like the story is there and we just let it come and not try to get in, and just try not to get in the way.
I get to work with people who I've worked with for over 25 years. And to have an ensemble of artists that's been able to stay together for that long in any discipline is so rare. What a joy to get to still play with my friends from my youth.
One of my longest relationships as a performer has been with Brian Lohmann. And Brian and I started together in 1980. We went to college together.
We'd invited him to come down to the dorms and improvise some Shakespeare with Fault Line. And I still remember that there was some joke about a friar and a friar.
When we work together and do improv, the world is a messy, weird place, but it all works out in the end. And alas, that's one thing you can't say about the world.